wonderful is happening to me. Right here, Universal Spirit Center right now. Yeah, 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 yeah. Something wonderful. Ooh-doo-doo. Something wonderful is happening to me. Right here, right now. Something wonderful. Woo! Let's keep those hands going. Let's give some love to Linda on keys, Oliver on bass, and Matt on drums. My name is Gino Walker. I am your musical director, musical production director. Let me get all of my title in there, doggone it. So as we join together to sing All Good, All Good, you at home, join us as well. Let's sing out. If you want to text somebody, you want to X somebody, you want to Facebook somebody, you want to send somebody some love, we're going to send it out right now. Yeah, it feels good, yeah. All good, holy, holy. All good, holy, holy. All in my mind and my heart and my soul. Let me know all is good, holy, holy. All love, all love, all love, holy, holy. All love, holy, holy. All in my mind, my heart and my soul. Let me know all is love, holy, holy. All one, all one, all one, holy, holy. All one, holy, holy. All in my mind, in my heart, in my soul. Let me know all is one, holy, holy. All God, all God, all God, holy, holy. All God, holy, holy. All in my mind, in my heart, in my soul. Let me know all is God, holy, holy. All good, holy, holy. All good, holy, holy. All in my mind, in my heart, in my soul. Let me know all is good, holy, holy. All in my mind, in my heart, in my soul. Let me know all is good. Holy,
Follow that ending. Follow that ending. Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Universal Spirit Center. I'm Kevin Busey. I have the great joy and honor to be the spiritual leader of our thriving and loving community, and I welcome you. I welcome you who are online. I welcome you who are with us. I welcome you who join us for the first time. We have a few new faces, and we welcome you as well. So, want to be clear about this. Universal Spirit Center stands for love. We stand for love. We do not stand for violence or conflict or hate, but for love. So we come together to rise the vibration of love, both within ourselves and in each other, so that we can send out love upon our planet. So let's know this, especially as we move more deeply into this political year, let's just know the power of love. Power of love. And we hold in our hearts, which we will do later, all those affected by violence. Okay, speaking of love, paper bag ministry today. So if you're new with us, you're invited to go out and create a bag of goodies that we have out there. And you could either keep them, take them home, and then give them to someone who asks you for food or for money during the week. Or you can give them back to us. Do we have a mic situation? Okay, so I'll switch to this. Good morning. Welcome. Or you could give the bags back to us, and then there's a group called PATH, a nonprofit agency, will go to homeless camps and pass the food out there. So there's that. Men's group this Thursday night. Doug, would you stand? Doug's hosting men's group at his house. So if you're a guy or male identified, you are welcome to join us Thursday night. So see Doug afterwards or email Lee at universalspiritcenter.org if you would like to get directions and find out more about that. Okay, and then the third thing, as I mentioned last week, the Lions Club, where we rent space from, the Lions Club is inviting us to participate with them in creating a community outreach program. They're just inviting us to do that. So please see me if you would either like to be a part of that. Let's create with the Lions Club some activity. They don't really have anything in mind other than joining with us for that. Isn't that cool? Yeah. So see me afterwards. See me afterwards for that. And then the final thing I just want to say at this point is, in honor of Pride, I'm beginning to wear my Fruit Series shirts. And I launch it today with the lemons and the oranges.
Very nice of you. Very good. My name is Pat Andrus. I'm glad to be back. And I make the announcements for Racial Equality Project. So, our history, America's enduring caste system. Our founding ideals promise liberty and equality for all. Our reality is an enduring racial hierarchy that has persisted for centuries. Thus, we are all born into a silent war game, centuries old, enlisted in teams not of our own choosing. The side to which we are assigned in the American system of categorizing people is proclaimed by the team uniform that each caste wears, signaling our presumed worth and potential. Yes, that was a lot to think about. That any of us manages to create abiding connections across these manufactured divisions is a testament to the beauty of the human spirit. Okay, so let's say our prayer, and I'll say a few words and you'll repeat after me, okay? We are the light bearers of love and forgiveness. Vibrating the flames of equality, grace, and peace all over the world. Embracing our history is key to overcoming a caste system. Of racial, sexual, and mental inequality. We are all part of our history. So for Awakening Wednesday, we have movement meditation with Kathleen Cienfuegos. And she's our own Kathleen. I don't know if she's here today. Kathleen, could you please stand? Kathleen. There. Earth, water, fire, air, and ether make up our entire world, and they exist as well in our own bodies. This week we will tap into our embodied and innate knowing of these elements and invite them in as true allies on our spiritual journey. And for the project to call to action, watch the video, Why Am I Untouchable? It's a deeper dive into the caste system. Check it out on our website under Racial Equality Project. Thank you.
Thank you, Pat.
Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. Oh, look at all that love. Feels great. Anyway, I'm here to talk about the Psychic Healing Arts and Crafts Fair that Universal Spirit Center is hosting. And we're hosting this to make money for our center. And we hope that all you people will join us. It's August 18th. There's going to be tarot card readings, channeling, aura readings. This is just a few things. And holistic health, energy work, Reiki, chakra balancing. There was dog counseling last time. So, you know, it's there's about 20 vendors. Now, what I need your help with is I need more vendors. I don't have enough vendors yet. So if you know anybody who does this kind of thing, that's what I need. Send them to me. I'm always out front on the end of the table, and I'll be there. I'll have my artwork. There's also all handmade crafts and artwork, and I'll be table tipping. You know I look like a large, but I'm really a medium. Okay. So come and see me. I'm outside every Sunday until this fair. Help me. I need help.
Thank you, Blade. Everybody's a comedian today, huh? Good morning. I'm Bob Mosai, and I have the rest of your announcements. Third Saturday with Angels. Meet at Margot's home to tune into different energies, 1 p.m. to 3, info at location and directions. Is Margot here this morning? No. See Margot, go to our website. So those of you online, if you have any questions about what we've discussed here with the announcements, please go to universalspiritcenter.org for all your answers. Book study with Borghild Kellenberger begins Thursday, July 18th. The Art of Inner Alchemy by Kelly Swagel. See Borghild after the gathering or sign up for the classes on the table and the website or see Lee. So my final announcement here is about Pride. So we do have the parade this Saturday. We need volunteers for help. See me about the time, the place. If you're going to march in our contingency, we have T-shirts for you, so please pick those up today with Jim at the bookstore in the back. And we have decorating parties this Thursday and Friday, so come see me about the times. And finally, you think since I'm a gay male, I would know what LGBTQ means. And I've asked 100 people what that means. I can never get a straight answer.
Thank you, Bob. So to follow Blade's train of thought, I look skinny, but I'm really buff. Oh, sorry. Good morning. So as our tradition, I'm inviting you to stand and turn around below the clock. There's a camera where hundreds of people, our virtual community, are participating with us online. So welcome them. Stay standing and welcome each other to Universal Spirit Center.
And I do like the choice of your limons and your naranjas this morning. family. Let's start finding our way to our chairs. Good morning. Good morning. My name is Christine Thompson, and I'm one of the licensed prayer practitioners here at our wonderful community. And I was on a road trip to Oregon, and then I just did camping for a week up in the Sequoias. And the couple things I'm appreciative of is, number one, like our community. But I was so grateful for my bed last night and having pour-over coffee. And I also did not get bit by the bugs. So, I mean, there's that, right? And so I know that not everybody in the world gets to experience going to national parks and not having bites and fresh water and violence. And so I know one of the things here that we do is that we absolutely support the ever-evolving life itself is love. And sometimes it looks a little spicy, doesn't it, out in the world? And so we get to anchor, though, in Universal Spirit Center in a vision that includes inclusivity and care and kindness and pour over coffee and wishing people well when we don't agree with them and loving them right where they're at, because we're loving each other right where we're at, because we're also spicy too, aren't we? Ooh. So, you know, as much as I would like to wear a lemon and orange shirt like Kevin, I don't show up fruity like that. I show up fruity like this, right? So just a reminder that love is what we stand for here. So let's do that this morning inside of ourselves. So I just invite you to get comfortable on your chair. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And I'm going to read a reading. And we're going to listen to Linda play the piano. And then we're going to all pray together. So Lee Harris, from his book Energy Speaks, says this: to end the war with suffering and befriend it instead, soften around its presence, allow positive change and healing love to occupy more and more space inside while the issues lose their power. Occupy more and more space inside while the issues lose their power. more and more space. And more and more space. So we gather this morning steeped in the space that is the one and whole perfect life of the divine. The space of love, the space of communion, the space of all of life itself swirling as each of us. That space that is inclusive, that space that says yes to pausing, that space that says yes to the peace that is inside of us, that is ever finding itself as each one of us. So I know in that more and more space that we occupy the loving presence of the divine. And that our gathering this morning is a direct reflection of the space of God right here. That what gets to swirl about is indeed this powerful presence of peace and calm and an invitation to know thyself as sanctuary, as holy, holy. So in that space that is God, we are ever inspired by the words of Reverend Kevin, the music of Gino, and the musicians, and all of the hearts and the space that brought this space together on our behalf. Because I do know that the more and more space of Universal Spirit Center is pretty fantastic. And so let's just anchor in this. Let's anchor in the space that we are as Universal Spirit and Universal Love. And as we know this together, we absolutely say, and so it is.
Early in the morning, lying in my bed, thinking about a dream I had. Picture was fading fast, noticing the music in each scene, and a peace beyond the world. I recall that I couldn't dwell in what was wrong, couldn't care about what had gone. The message on the stereo was strong, saying one day the pain goes, and one day we'll see that what really matters in life or in dreams is the music of love we hear in each scene. And I'm ready to listen now. I heard your voice before, the way has been calling me. I'll be walking through the open door. I'm ready to listen now. I am ready to listen, Lord. I dream when we were very old and sad, when we were lost with a memory. The fear of death, we agree, were painted on the sorrow in our hearts. And suddenly a voice of love was heard, and it touched us, and one by one, the memory began to come, and who we were in God, and who we began to shine. We watched all the pain go. Love, we could see that what really matters in life or in dreams is the music of love we really seen. And I'm ready to listen now. I heard your voice before. The way has been calling me, and now I'm willing to be so much more. Yes, I'm willing to listen now. I am ready to listen. Oh. And suddenly a voice of love was heard, and it touched us, and one by one, the memories began to come, and who we were in God, and we began to shine. We watched all the pain go. For love, we could see that what really matters in life or in dreams is the music of love we hear in each scene. And I'm ready to listen now. I heard your voice before. The way has been calling me, and now I'm ready to that open door. I said I'm ready to listen now. I'm ready to listen, Lord. I'm ready to listen, Lord. I hear your voice now. I am listening, Lord. I am listening. I am listening now. I hear your voice, Lord. Ooh. I'm listening now. Oh, I am listening now. I'm listening. Lord.
This. Sorry. Okay, let's try this. I feel like that's my theme these days, ready to listen now, which I'll talk more about. But, I just want to say our classes, our events table right outside the door, which we call the Yes Table. There's a lot going on in our center these days, so go check it out before you leave. I'm sure there's something you'll like. Okay, I'm switching mics. I just want to acknowledge I'm sad, as maybe many of us are, that Devavani's not with us this morning. Devavani was our first music director and was our music director for something like 17 years, and then had the nerve to leave us and move to Guam. I say that lovingly, Devavani. I know she's watching. So she was just really disappointed as well. She's feeling better, just not well enough to show up this morning. So we send her our love and our prayers. Yeah. So I have a friend who I've known for many years, and she always talked real lovingly about her mom. Her mom had passed on, and I never had met her mom. But she always talked real lovingly about her mom. And then one night, she's sharing a story about her mom. And as she's sharing this story, I'm thinking, it sounds like her mom's a bit crazy. And she mentioned the struggle that she had with her mom. And I said, you know, it's weird. I've known you for so long, and you've always talked so lovingly about your mom. She goes, yeah, she was a tad crazy. And she said, we really struggled. And she says, but once she made her transition, she said, I decided to see her only as filled with love. And it's from that place that she always talked about her mom and felt about her mom. She chose love. So I have a good buddy who about 3 years ago lost his long-term partner. So he's been supporting me because I suddenly, 5.5 months ago, lost my long-term partner as well. So we've been talking throughout, the last 5-6 months. And he said to me, remember only the good times with your partner, only the love. There's no reason to remember any struggle or disagreements. Just remember love. And he says, it takes so much suffering out of the equation to just choose love. I think that's such a good statement today, right? Especially as we start moving towards a heating up political experience. Choose to see love. Partially as a way to dissipate suffering. And this reading that Christine wrote, thanks for sharing a little bit about your camping trip. To end the war with suffering and befriend it instead. Soften around its presence. Allow positive change and healing love to accompany more and more space within, while the issues lose their power. So can we show Ben that chart? There's a chart that I kind of referred to last week, and a lot of spiritual writers are talking about the whole array of human feelings that we have. And this is one presentation of that, and it's by David Hawkins. It's his list. He's a scientist, basically, so he's taken a very scientific view of spiritual awakening. And in that, he's listed this, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And last week I talked, there's this fabulous book that I've been reading and talking about. It's, is it The Awakened Way? The Awakened Way by Susan Giesman. And she talks the same thing about, in this life experience, we have the ability to experience a whole array of feelings, of consciousness. We have the array that we know of. We're the only species that have this kind of scope within us to feel everything, to experience all the levels of consciousness. So the bottom one, and they go kind of in order, the bottom one is shame. It's kind of like the lowest vibration we have. Shame, and then guilt and grief. If we stick in those energies, it's the lowest vibration. it's the lowest vibration, and we're stuck in it. We probably aren't experiencing much happiness. We're probably suffering a lot, right? And then if we move up, the highest vibration is enlightenment, it's peace, it's love. It's the highest vibration. So if we think of my story, and even my friend who was telling me about, when he lost his partner, that they both chose to see relationship in love. And it shifted their perception. So if we're free enough, which I'll talk about in a minute, if we're free enough, we can choose love. We can choose love as an energetic vibration. Can you keep that up a little longer, Ben, please? I'm going to refer to it a little more. Thanks. So I've been familiar with this array of consciousness, or all these feelings, for some time. I've read them, studied them, so for a few years. But I will tell you, with what I'm going through in terms of my own intense grief process, I feel really, what's the word? Drawn to this. I feel really drawn to it. So I pulled out David Hawkins. I started reading again. I'm sharing it with you. I feel really drawn because what I'm finding, I've been talking about this, but I'm going to continue to talk about it because it's so significant for me and significant for us, I think, in the spiritual path. For those of us who are choosing to awaken. And it's this: as I can be with the lower vibrations of grief, guilt, shame, as I can be with that and move the energy, not stay stuck in it, not keep my perception there, but as I could move that energy, what I'm finding is I'm also experiencing the very top of the chart. I'm experiencing a lot of light, a lot of peace, a lot of love. And what I'm finding is there's a correlation. I'm finding this from experience. Now, spiritual writers write about this, right? And I probably shared it before in the last 23 years. I probably shared it before. But from an experiential point of view, like I never have felt before, when I'm present to those lower vibrations within me, I'm experiencing those top vibrations of light and love and peace. And I just kind of feel like I'm discovering something just for the first time. And I feel, even though my life has radically changed in the last 5.5 months, I feel like my interior landscape is going through a lot of shifts and changes, and things are really loosening up. And I think what's key to that is the ability to feel and choose to move through those lesser vibrations. Thanks, Ben. I think we're complete with that right now. So the middle quadrant there was courage, right? That's midpoint. And here's what's significant about courage, and David Hawkins talks about this, the author. Here's what's significant about courage. It's the middle, it's the neutral, it's halfway courage. But when we choose to be courageous enough to feel, it shoots us up to the higher vibrations. When you and I have the courage to feel what needs to be felt, we move up to higher vibrations. There's a saying in Christianity that says, the greatest sinners make the greatest saints. To actually go to the depths of our inner workings brings about light. Brings about light. So I've been thinking a lot about this. You know, and just this morning it dawned on me, Mary, the mother of Jesus, Mother Mary, who has been revered throughout the ages. It was prophesied before Jesus was born that a sword of suffering will pierce her own heart. Well, what we came to find out was she watched her son be tortured and murdered. That's quite a sword through your heart, right? And she had a phenomenal awakening, such that many traditions call her the Mother of God. And then I think of Buddha, right? Siddhartha, before he became enlightened, who had experienced suffering enough that he left his father's palace, all the riches, all the pleasures. He left that to go seek enlightenment, to be rid of or hold the suffering within him. We don't know a lot about this, but we know that Moses wandered through the desert for 40 years, you know, the angst of being lost and wandering. And then metaphorically entering the promised land, entering enlightenment. And we have the same thing with Muhammad, who spent a full night wrestling, struggling with an angel, until Muhammad finally let go. And the revelation of Allah moved through him. So, the spiritual masters call us to open to suffering, to open to those lower vibrations as a way to move through them and move into the experience of light. So I'm curious here, how many of you have actually experienced what I'm talking about? So there's a number of you. So what we can say is, right, what we can say is, when we open to suffering, it can bring about our transformation. You know, in a way I never have before. I'm talking about, you know, my own experience about this, and many of you can relate to this. Lee Harris, who we had the reading from, Energy Speaks, he says this: as we begin to sense a larger array of emotions, you know, as we open to the list, as we begin to sense a larger array of emotions, this information can clash with the agendas being played out by our thoughts. I'm going to read that again. As we begin to sense a larger array of emotions, this information can clash with the agendas being played out in our thoughts. So I will share a couple of my thoughts that have been clashed with this larger array of emotions. My thoughts that life now really sucks. It's a thought. Life really sucks. Another is, do anything, but don't feel this deep grief. That's a thought. Do anything. I find, and see if this is true for you, I find that the more I might open or touch into those lower vibrations, the more my thoughts go crazy. Because ego is trying to distract me from those lower vibrations. Do anything, you know, numb out. How many of us have our almost drugs of choice, our activity of choice to numb out, right? Phones, TV, whatever. There's a whole list of them. Our culture offers us so many things to numb out. And our thoughts gravitate towards that. So I think I loved the reading here. Hey, heads up, as we begin to feel, our thoughts are going to go nuts. Like, at all costs, avoid this. At all costs. The Buddhists have a sect of Buddhism, I think it is, have a teaching that says once we die, once we transition, our souls transition, that there's an experience of light that we have, an experience of light. And if we're not familiar with the light, if we're not used to the light, we're scared and we pull back. And pulling back causes a rebirth. So the message of this teaching is experience the light now. Open to the light now. So that when we experience it after the transition of our soul, it doesn't scare us. But we can enter into it. You know, it feels to me, and see if this feels for you too. It feels to me we're on a threshold, both as a species and maybe as individuals. How many of you feel like you're on a threshold, that you're facing something new and that there's something you're leaving? Many of you. So a threshold, and I really feel that. So maybe what we do is imagine that we're in a threshold. There's something new before me, and there's something that I'm leaving here, right? And I will say, if we're awake, there's always a threshold because of the evolutionary impulse. Because the evolutionary impulse that moves through the universe and us, which Ernest Holmes describes simply as God, as the divine, as God moves through us, the evolutionary impulse, there's always something new. There's always something we're being called from. Whether it's something in our physical life or a thought or a feeling or a behavior, there's always something new. So just imagine you're at a threshold, right? And so surrounded by beings of light, so surrounded, opening ourselves to that kind of support and that kind of guidance. It doesn't matter if you don't believe it, just do it. Just be quiet and listen now. And feel into those energies that are right with us. You know, as I said last week, as Blade mentioned about a month ago, there is no veil except in our own minds. Boy, what if you and I could come to a place, a threshold, where we're completely open to what's next and completely open to all the love and all the guidance and all the support that there is. What if you and I made the intention, no matter what, no matter who's in office, we choose love. So I'm going to invite you to breathe in right now. Breathe right into your heart and close your eyes. Breathe deeply into your heart space. Let your heart open. And right now, let's call beings of light to come join us. All of those not in physical form that are so eager to assist us. So let's invite in their energy, their love, their guidance, their support. And imagine that you're standing at a threshold. And this threshold is light. It's light that surrounds you. It's an arch of white light. And you're just stepping into it. This white light. Let this white light just surround you. And as you breathe in, just take this light in. And imagine all these beings of light just surrounding you now. So step into the light. Take in a deep breath. With me, choose love. Just choose love. Choose it right now. And I invite you to stay in the threshold of light. Let it just bathe you. And just look out into your future. And listen. Listen for the guidance and the love and the comfort.
Bring it on, everything new, everything different, and everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. All I know is gonna be everything new. I'm through crying, and I'm through waiting, I'm through hoping against all hope. I'm through longing for something to change. Not gonna return. I think I finally learned to bring it on. Everything new, everything different, and everything true. I am ready for my next point of view. All I know is gonna be everything new. I'm through grieving, I'm through doubting, not afraid to let the past be the past. No more wishing on someone else's star. I got my own, I have my own. So bring it on. Everything new, everything different, and everything true. I am ready for my next point of view. All I know is gonna be everything new. I survived many be alright. Yes, I will once more, just like I did back then. We're gonna rise again and bring on everything new, everything different, and everything true. 'Cause we are ready for our next point of view. All I know is gonna be everything true. Bring it on, everything new and everything different, everything true. 'Cause you are ready for your next point of view. All I know is gonna be everything new. All I know. Do you know it? Can you feel it? Do you know it? Do you know it's time to bring in the new? Bring in the new. Bring in the new.
Gina Walker, our house band, Sounds of Spirit. Oh shoot! I'm so used to the. So we had a very generous member of our congregation give us $5,000 with an invitation for you to match that $5,000. So I'll share with you already, we have just a couple leadership people in our center. We've already raised 1,000 of that. So we just need 4,000. So this is above and beyond your normal giving. So let's just, if we got the 4,000 today, whether it's people, our virtual community, or you, I wouldn't have to make this announcement again. Wouldn't that be just great? We just get this all taken care of in one Sunday from my lips to God's ears, right? So our community, our center, we stand for love. That's why we gather. That's why we're here. When you support us, you support the experience of love on this planet. You finance love. I was going to say something else about that. What else was I going to say? So, give to love. Give to love. There was something else I was going to say. It was really good. So, I invite you to support the experience of love by supporting us. So let's place our hands over our hearts. Let's just do that now. Take a deep breath in. Breathe deeply into this moment. Just know, let's know together that we are supported by an infinite source. We just are. Infinite source. We're so supported. So feel that support. Lean into it. And from this place of support, we give out. So let's know our giving is blessed, and know this together as we say, so it is.
All right, our virtual community, thank you so much for hitting that QR code. Maybe hit it a couple of times today. Yeah, that'll be sweet. And everybody, let's join in and sing together. I trust in God. I'm thankful, so grateful. I am one in the Spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful. I trust in God. surrender. I surrender. I am one in the Spirit all around me. I surrender. I surrender. I trust in God. I surrender. I surrender. I am one in the Spirit all around me. I surrender. I surrender. I trust in God. I'm so grateful. I am one in the Spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful. I trust in God. One more time, come on. I'm thankful, so grateful. I am one in the Spirit all around me. I'm thankful, I'm so grateful. I trust in God.
All right, thanks for joining us this morning. See Bob if you're interested in finding out more about Pride. See me if you want to do matching, and see the table. Okay, let's all stand. So join hands with each other. So let this symbol of our joining hands together be a symbol that we're all connected with each other in all of life. That is the deepest truth. So we join hands as a symbol of that. We are connected. So feel into this connection, feel into love, feel into guidance, feel into peace, feel into light. Let it move through us and as us. And today, together, we choose love. And we know that that makes a difference on our planet. Thanks for being here. Thanks for choosing love. And so it is.
And let's sing out together, all good, all good. All good, holy, holy. All good, holy, holy. All in my mind, in my heart, in my soul. Let me know all is good, holy, holy. All love, holy, holy. All love, holy, holy. All in my mind, in my heart, and my soul. Let me know all is love, holy, holy. All one, holy, holy. All one, holy, holy. All in my mind and my heart and soul. Let me know all is one, holy, holy. So I want you to go have a fantastic Sunday today. And when people see your light shining so brightly, and they say, hey, we want some of that, say, come join us at, come join us at where? Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh God, holy, holy. Oh God, holy, holy, all in my mind and all in my soul. Let me know all is God, holy, holy, all good, all good. All good, holy, holy, all good, holy, all in my mind, in your heart and your soul. Let you know all is good. Have a fantastic week. I love you.